Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today we will work on this. This is a retro PC that we built, or well, better say tried to build. And what the problem is it doesn't post. It spins the fans, but it just shows no signal on the monitor. And we didn't investigate the issue further, and granted, we didn't really take it too seriously. We were just fooling around, having a good time. I mean, we freaking ordered a McDonald's meal in somewhere in the middle of the video. So yeah, we didn't take that too seriously, but I decided I want to get at least one of the two working. And I think I have an idea where to start. It could really be that we incorrectly seeded the processor, so that it just isn't in all the way, or it's wrong in there completely. I don't know, I can't remember. But since it does spin the fan, I think it should be okay. So yeah, we will see. So I decided to work on this instead of the Pentium 4 because it's for once an AMD system. In here is a Sempron, and also it is the cooler case. Now the case itself is actually an abomination in design in the inside. Not only you have to kind of play a little Lego game here by taking it apart. So you start with this, then you go to the next piece, and there it is. But the weirdest and most idiotic design choice of this case is, of course, the power supply on top of the freaking CPU cooler. I don't know who invented that, but he had no idea about thermals or something, or airflow. Anyway, with that said, no, the issue is not that it doesn't have any RAM. I took that RAM stick out and put it in the other PC, which I cannot dig out again and put in here again. That's a simple way to rule out a potential problem. Then I'll continue with reseeding the CMOS, and if that still doesn't help, we will of course take a look at the processor. Oh yeah, I'm sorry if this thing makes any noise, but it's just that it's really cold outside, and I don't want to freeze to death, so yeah, just to keep me warm. Anyway, here we start now, I think, with the RAM, and get a GPU, and I'll see if that helps. I have here a GPU, which is an AMD GPU. We'll put that in. And then I have also here a 512 megabyte DDR1 RAM module, which should work. So we can rule out if maybe the RAM was the only problem. Who knows? We didn't really investigate it further. You know, the thing with those old systems, with those old computers, is there could be a lot wrong. You know, there can be a RAM compartment problem. You know, you never know how old this thing is. It could have multiple problems, unfortunately. Alright, so let's see if it now shows a signal. And hopefully it doesn't explode. Oh no, that didn't do the trick. And yeah, quite frankly, I was expecting it. So what are we going to do next? Oh yeah, cycle the CMOS, right. Let me do that. So I cycled the CMOS, but unsurprisingly to me nothing changed. So yeah, I think we got a bigger gremlin sitting in there. Yeah, I think it's that mistake we made, that the processor is just not seated correctly. Or I don't know, maybe it can happen, guys, it really can. So let's tear it down, let's investigate the issue. Oh, of course, because as I said, this case was designed by idiots, we have to remove the PSU. And the argument that they maybe did it for space reasons is also invalid in so many ways, since you get all this empty space here, and you've got here some space, but they had to put it on top of the CPU. Like, what? What are they smoking? I'm just gonna lay it on this like side here. And yeah, I just blocked your view. Great work. Here is, by the way, the the stuff we jammed under it so it doesn't hit the fan. Now let's remove that cable as well, just to get more access to the things. And here is our custom cooler by Alpine. A really nice cooler. I had it for sale for, I don't know, 5 months. Nobody wanted it, which surprises me. It's a really nice cooler. People just probably don't know about it. So I decided we'd put it to this retro project and give it a use. Okay, let's check out the processor, and yep, doesn't look too good in there. Let's see what we did wrong. If we bent any pins, that would be bad. But guys, it didn't sit flush, so maybe we were too gentle with it, probably. So let's do it again. Let's reinstall it again. Now it's in there. I can definitely not feel some play. Ah, shit! Touched the thermal paste there. Okay, so let's close that up. And it should be secure now. Now, I'm gonna do a controversial thing, and all the computer purists will say no! But I will do it. I'm gonna just lay that on here and power it on, see if it posts. This is enough cooling, believe me, for posting. You could even do it without a cooler. You could. It won't hurt it. And I think this Sempron is smart enough to actually turn off before it, cooks itself. So, yeah, we'll just trust the engineering of AMD. Exciting moment, and I'm absolutely really sure that this fixed it. All systems go. Okay, let's see if it posts now. And it should, guys. I'm really confident that it does. Yeah, there it is. Our AMD is alive. Awesome. Now I can't boot into anything because there's no hard drive and nothing connected, but there we have it, a Sempron 3100 plus 1.8 gigahertz. Yes, amazing, we did it. Such a simple mistake, and we were so pissed off that we didn't investigate that. Okay, didn't really make that much progress just yet. I put in the PSU, swapped in the RAM for 2 gigabytes, so Windows XP should fly with 2 gigabytes of RAM. Connected the floppy drive, and I'm about to throw out the SATA drive because I don't benefit from anything that SATA gives me on this PC, and also I can use that in a different computer, so it's just not useful in here. And also I'm lacking a SATA power connector as well, so I'm just gonna throw that out and put in an old school IDE drive. Just have to make sure that I swap those two because that is the master. So just do that actually before I forget it and run into problems. Good. Also, I have here a Windows XP install on it. That's the one we managed to do in the video. And if it doesn't boot, if it blue screens because it's completely different hardware, it's fine. I have the XP disk here. It's just, I could save myself a little time if it really would boot up. I'm really curious if it does, so stay tuned for that. So what I'm about to do is remove the SATA drive, put in that Seagate, and maybe connect that as well. That's the case fan, and do the wiring. Okay, I finished all the work. I put in the IDE drive. I wired everything hopefully correctly because I just did the guessing game. Hopefully it doesn't short out and start burning and burn down the whole house. So let's see if it still starts up and maybe even boots into XP. That would be exciting. So it still starts. That is good. Let's try to reset. Oh yeah, does it post? Was anxious. Yes, reset also works. Good. Oh, the drive is jammed. Oh, just took a while. Okay. Ah, just turned randomly off. What? Stay on. That was weird. Maybe it does that. It's a power saving measure, I don't know. But it's back. And it's off again. What the hell? This thing just turned off. What's it with you? What the hell is going on? Just turns off. Why don't you want to stay on? What is wrong with you? So we're back here. And it's gone again. Maybe it's not that after all. Maybe I just messed up the jumpers. Alright, so this saga isn't over so fast. I have really no idea what this thing now has for a problem, but it doesn't want to stay on. So from logical thinking, I'm supposing that maybe the PSU has a problem, or it's just once it needs more power and more devices are now connected, maybe it just doesn't keep up with it. I don't know, guys. So, got another PSU, and yeah, this is 350 watts, so still plenty of power, and I think this is gonna be fine, and this can't be bad. So let's remove that mercury thing and hope that that was our issue, because otherwise I don't know. There can be lots of causes still, because this is an old computer. But it looks to me like a power delivery issue. Hopefully now it stays on. Let's try it. Well, it's still on. It's still on. Okay, guys, well, it's still on. So why don't we try to... Oh shit, it shut down. Okay. At the freaking moment I was about to press F2, it shut down. Could it be the graphics card having a problem? I don't freaking know. Okay, we swapped already out so many parts. Let's try to swap the GPU. Well, at this point, I don't know what I should try else. I mean, that's our next step here. Oh gosh, this is giving me a hard time, folks. Well, we got a rather not so fast 4MX in there now. And look at this. We've never gone so far that we can really start Windows. So let's just try it. No. Fuck, what's wrong with you, you piece of shit? I was so confident that it will boot now, but nope. Nope. This is incredible. Like literally, I changed out everything but the processor and the motherboard. So at this point, guys, it can only be the board. I don't know. At this point, I have no clue anymore what else there could be other than the motherboard. So unfortunately, yeah, this is a big fail. Lots of wasted time, but hey, at least we got it to post, but not really more than that, huh? So what I will do, just remove the board and put that Pentium 4 board in. I tried to build an AMD system, but I don't think I have a different one. I made a decision, guys. Here, that is that PC that I tried to build, and it does work, but it's just not very compatible with this case, mostly because of the jumpers, and I'm too lazy to route them manually, because it's like proprietary socketed. So what I will do, I will transfer this over to that case, because it looks worse than it is. There's almost everything installed. We got the drive, we get all the optical drives, we got the power supply now. So I just have to take that board out. There's plenty of space, it's not that bad. So yeah, unfortunately no AMD system, so that drawing on the case is a lie, I'm afraid, in the future. But hey, I know that the other one works, so there's not a lot I can do against that right now, and I don't have a different AMD system that I can use. Got the other board, the replacement board with the Pentium 4, which is a really nice Pentium 4, 3.4 gigahertz Pentium 4. I wonder what generation. Is it like a Prescott? I can't imagine. Anyway, let's prep the main board, as the hip people say. This case has lots of space. It's actually nice to work inside of this case. Well, that went good. So now we can put it in there. And there's, as you can see, much space. So absolutely no problem on fitment. Yeah, you can definitely see that this case is not made for third-party boards, because when you look at the other side, it looks kind of trash. As you can see, it's just way too far away. But yeah, that's just the way it is. It's installed there nicely, so that's not a problem. So I'll hook up all this stuff and then we'll fire it up. Man, this thing really pushes me. I might just kick it out of the window, actually. Well, what's happening now is I just realized that this power supply doesn't have enough power pins, so it doesn't have enough horsepower. I don't know. It just doesn't have enough pins for this connector. So that will have to go again. Thankfully, it's already out. It's just that there's another thing we have to mention here. Wow, check this out. This cable is stretching up to here and up to there, and it just the distance is just perfect. So that's a good sign, I suppose. Can we also connect that? Well, it's over there. That would be making my day. Yes, we can. Awesome. Okay, let me hook up the remaining stuff and then we'll give it a test run. Well, hey, at least I can now use here this beefy, what is that, 9500 GS, which is really powerful for our standards here. Oh yeah, I have to take out this shield. And you know, this is almost a perfect computer if it will work. I don't see why it shouldn't, because last time with this config it worked just fine. Now it's only in a different case. So maybe this case is cursed. I don't know. Okay, now the, I don't know, 105th test run today. It's really getting old. But yeah, maybe this is the final one. And boot it up. Oh shit! The fan can turn. Come on, fan. Yeah, okay. That was my fault. Okay. It does post. Makes beep beep. And yeah, again, CMOS is dead. Let's try to boot it up. Carefully try to boot it up. I'm so paranoid because this last time it worked just fine with the same config, so why should it not? But I'm so paranoid because of all the fail today. There it is, it boots. Can you believe that? Oh my god. Here it is. Oh my god, it does work. Boot it up. Fully working. Only lacking drivers. But hey, it's all there. So, oh my god, that works. Great. So, yeah, let me shut it down and finish this off for good. Close it up for good. So, guys, it is done. This thing now works. Everything's in order. CD drive, or in this case DVD drive, works, floppy works, power and reset works, and I'm just currently installing the drivers. It's in fact only missing two drivers, the graphics driver and the Ethernet driver. And that is all. The rest, like super advanced Windows XP, managed to install itself, which is really surprising to me. Or also maybe the audio. Well, we'll see about that. That is pretty good to see. And it's even somewhat silent. I mean, this thing is even louder. So, you know, that is fine for me. So what I'm seeing still is a clapped out old piece of trash. Well, this case is retro, yes, but it's not really a beauty, right? So in part 2, I will change that up also because this is now a lie. It doesn't have an AMD anymore, and this is looking shit anyway. So we will paint that thing in a cool color. In what color, I have no idea yet, but I'm thinking, well, not always black. Maybe something more in your face, like green or purple or something crazy. Not always, you know, black and white. It's kind of boring. It's currently installing the driver, and I'm so happy that I finally have a Windows XP machine. So yeah, it started off as a big fail. That was a fail. Well, it still is. Probably a dead board or something wrong with it. But we succeeded in the end. So yeah, this is my retro PC. And yeah, it's looking good, guys. I'm liking it. So let me finish the driver installation and then I'll be back for a final update. So people, I finished all the driver installations. There were not many, only 2. And yeah, sound works now, although I just don't have any speakers to test it. Ethernet always worked, so that was a mistake by me. Also, this might just be a too good XP computer, because look at it. This is a Pentium 4 Prescott, as I thought. 3.4 gigahertz with hyper-threading. Yeah, I'm not shitting you. This is one of the Pentium 4s with hyper-threading, so this is a high-end one. Awesome stuff. So this thing could even go to Windows freaking 10. So I won't putting Windows 10 on this one though, because I do have another Prescott Pentium 4. It's actually my HP small form factor PC. So we might do a Windows 10 experiment on that one. Although I gotta figure out the graphics situation, because yeah, the stock ones are not gonna do that Windows 10. But yeah, that's beside the point. This is my retro PC, my XP machine, my new one. So that will retire the old one. I will quickly show you the old one. It's actually just sitting here. There it is. You'll know this one if you watch the channel. You've seen it at least once, especially when we did the Windows installation videos. So I'm still gonna clean up the mess I made. That is the other Pentium 4, but that's for another day. So thanks a lot for watching. It was a fun video, and yeah, stay tuned for the part 2 where we do modding. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. Might just take a while until I really do it, because I'm kind of lacking time, but yeah, we will do it, I promise. With that said, thanks for watching. See you later, guys.